जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद.
Once again, little slowly, so that for the benefit of those who do not know. So
जय
when
श्री
we
कृष्ण.
start the chanting on the beads, before that we should say this. Yes, Mokshada, thank you so much. Go ahead.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद.
Yes, we say that and then we move ahead. Thank you so much, Mokshada. Okay, and we'll go ahead with certain. This is the Panchatattva Maha mantra, which we should say before we start. Okay, and what else do we need to do when we're chanting? We have to make sure that it's audible. Audible means not to the whole world typically, but maybe someone who's sitting near you should hear it, and also the sound vibrations should go in your ears, because as we know, all the potencies are there of the Lord's name in his names itself, right? So when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, we should hear the same. The sound vibrations help us concentrate, focus better. The second important thing is we have to pronounce the names correctly. That means when we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If we try to do it too fast, what will happen? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. That's not the way, okay? So we have to say it slowly, pronouncing, so that we can hear, all right? So these are some of the key do's, okay, for chanting the Maha Mantra. Going ahead with some more do's. We chant with respect and devotion, okay? That's very, very important. So when we're chanting, either you shut your eyes and you can visualize the Lord. If not, you can have the deities in front of you, or a photograph in front of you of the Lord, or the Bhagavad Gita in front of you, or maybe anything that makes that. So Krishna, in the later chapters, you all will learn, he says that he's everywhere. You can see divinity all around. So whether it's in the sun, the trees, everywhere. So maybe you can look at the trees, the birds, all of his creation, and chant. So the idea is that you're doing it with love, respect, devotion, and remembering him. Okay, that concentration should be there. Many a times it happens that the mind runs here and there. As we know, it's very hard to keep that little monkey in one place. Yeah. So we have to try our best. It'll run again, catch the monkey. Wapis out, come back, focus again. So we have to keep telling ourselves the same thing. There is no hard and fast rule. It's so simple. You can chant anywhere, while sitting, while walking, in any direction. So typically morning is the best time. Prabhupada has even given us that liberty. We can wash our faces, brush, and sit to chant. Morning is the best time because there's silence, there's no disturbance. And before you get, going with your daily activities, and the doorbell starts, the phone starts, some background thing starts, you can just do it that time. It's ideal. But there is no hard and fast rule. Like I do a lot of my chanting while walking. So there is no hard and fast rule why doing it. Now, again, as it said, it is recommended to chant during the early hours. Now, early hours, typically a Brahma Muhurat is before sunrise. That's the best time. But if we cannot do it, then as early as possible. Okay? You can either chant before or after taking a bath. As I said, that liberty has been given by Prabhupada. But when we chant, so many times some people say, why should we chant on the beads, or why should we keep a calm? It's ideal. It's ideal because that's your commitment to the Lord. So suppose you say, I'm going to do one mala, right? That means you're committing to the Lord. That at least like how you commit to a friend, I promise you I'll do this, right? Or you commit to your parents or your teacher, whoever. That commitment means a commitment. So that way, if you commit to the Lord that you're going to do, say, one mala, so you're making sure that you at least chant 108 times, okay? What we shouldn't do. Now, there are not too many of them, but just 2-3 important things that we need to keep in mind. That we have to chant the entire Maha Mantra, not just a portion of it. There are 16. It's a 16-syllable Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we shouldn't say a part of it. Okay. Now, so on the beads, so there's typically one bead at the top, which is called the Krishna bead. We shouldn't chant on that. Okay. That's Krishna's bead. and we shouldn't be distracted with either a newspaper, television, phone, anything. So basically that distraction shouldn't be there while we are chanting. That this particular point is like the most important one. So many times what happens, suppose we're not doing it in the morning, we'll end up doing during the day. And during the day, what happens? Kuch na kuch hota rehta hai na? Either someone else in the house, you may not be watching TV, but it's passively on, right? So that sound is going to get into, and then suddenly mind is like this, it will go into, suppose there is so even if you watch cartoons, but your parents are watching, say, some Kapil Sharma show, okay, then suddenly your mind will go to that. Or if there's a news going on, and then in the news there is this happened in COVID-19, and there is shortage of beds, so your mind will run over there. So basically those distractions are there. We have to be away from that television or the mobile phone or any such thing that distracts us. Okay, now when we do that, typically what are the benefits? Would someone want to guess in the chat boxes before I tell you the key benefits of chanting? Would you want to put up in the chat boxes what do you all feel are the key benefits of chanting? 1, 2, 3, whatever you remember, just put it up. Now there are too many chats, okay? So please keep it focused to this chapter. Otherwise, I'll not be able to concentrate and even be able to reply back, okay? Yes. Peace, purify the mind, very good. Focus, connects to yourself, very nice. Increases concentration, very nice. Most of you all say focus. Someone has rightly said peace formula. Okay. Peace, focus. Very nice. Varun, what did you write? Determined. I didn't understand that. Devotion will increase. Saishri is saying very nice. Tanishka says peace. Absolutely. So y'all are on the right track. What are the benefits of chanting? It is these very benefits that we have. Now taking them one by one. Okay, one sec. So first and foremost, what happens is all of us typically have a lot of anxiety. Arey, padhai mein, exam mein kya hoga? Arey, in today's situation, will my family be safe with the pandemic that is on? And because of which, what happens? We'll end up getting stressed. So anxiety and stress, these are two things which typically tone down. All right. So if you chant regularly, trust me, I'm giving out of my experience, your anxiety levels, your stress levels will go down greatly. All right. When I mean greatly, I'm not exaggerating, kids. It actually helps you. And for those of you all who actually, there were some kids who chant 5 rounds, 9 rounds, you all can put in. Whoever does that, can you put it in the chat box so the others can read and understand whether you actually have felt the relief from anxiety and freedom? Come on. Whoever does regular chanting, can you put that? Can you put it in the chat box for the benefit of Mishika says, I did feel. Mokshita says, I do 4 rounds. So Mokshita, say, what have you felt the benefit? The anxiety, that anxiety level, whether it's related to your studies. Why I'm talking about studies, because you are kids. So most of you all have anxieties about studies, exams, results, all of that. Yeah. Yes. So most of you all, Radha Kund is doing 14 rounds at 5:30 in the morning. Hari bol. Very, very nice. So yes, you do feel, Dhruvisha also says that I have felt freedom from anxiety and stress. So that's there. You all will feel it. No doubt about it. Okay. Besides that, what else happens? Peace of mind. We just learned the peace formula yesterday. And this is critical. If we remember Krishna, we have focus on him, and we keep remembering his name, form, glories, we're definitely going to have that peace of mind. Yes? Real happiness. So when you're at peace, okay, like yesterday, what did we learn? To be peaceful. You have to be peaceful to be happy. I gave you that example of, the burger and the exam result coming. How, if your peace is disturbed, happiness in whatever thing that you're looking for goes away. So real happiness comes from within, and that is possible when you're at peace. Okay. So that's another benefit. And enlightenment. So what do you mean by enlightenment? Is that the soul feels nourished, and the super soul, the Lord is within our hearts, right? I will tell you all more in detail about that. The Paramatma within actually talks to us and gives us so much of enlightenment from within. So you all will feel that slow and steadily as you all chant regularly, you all connect with the divine, you all will feel these benefits. So these are the key benefits: freedom from anxiety and stress, peace of mind is what you're going to get, real happiness, which depends on peace, and you're going to feel enlightened, right? So what's the key take home for today? Now I'm going to give a few of you a chance to speak, not only in the chat boxes. Okay, so someone who hasn't spoken, but the hands are up. So my humble request, kids, is whoever has spoken, if you can please put your hands down, at least for today. Yeah, so we give other kids a chance. My humble request, please put your hands down so we'll know who are the other kids who haven't got a chance. Mataji, then let's give a couple of them a chance.
Gupta.
Varun Gupta, yes, Varun, we'll give you a chance to speak. What do you think is the key take home for today? Whoever has spoken, please put your hands down so that the others can get a chance. And those who have raised your hand, please also put on your cameras. We would want to see you. Okay, Varun Gupta, let's hear from you. What's the key take home?
We have got the easy way to bless.
I can't hear you, neither can I see you, Varun. Be a little loud.
We have an easy way to be blessed.
We have an easy way
To be blessed.
to be blessed. What is that easy way?
Chanting.
Chanting is the easy way to be blessed.
Yes.
Yes, that's your key take home?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Anyone else? Who's next? Nirvan, he hasn't spoken. Let's give Nirvan a chance, Mataji. Nirvan Dugi Rala.
Unmuted, Nirvan.
Hello, sir. Can you hear
Yes, if
me?
you can put on your camera, Nirvan, we'll be able to see you also.
Sir, give me 1 second.
Whoever's hands are raised, please keep your cameras on. Okay, Nirvan, go ahead. If you're having difficulties with your camera, no problem. Just go ahead. Tell us. What is the key take home for today?
So, sir, the key take home is that chanting is the sacrifice we should make in the Kali Yuga, which,
Right.
and there are some certain benefits that will
Benefits,
help
yes.
us.
Perfect, perfect. Very nice. Well said. Okay, thank you, Nirvan. 24,
Vaidehi?
Rasika Makija. What is this 24, my dear? Okay, someone has put in the chat box. I never got a chance. 1 minute. Who's this?
Okay, I've unmuted Rashika.
Rasika. Yeah. Yes, go ahead. What do you think, Rasika?
So basically the summary is that we have to learn to control our mind, and the only way we can do that is by chanting Hare Krishna.
Yes. Perfect. Very well said. Naman Pandey says he hasn't got a chance. Okay, Naman, go ahead. We want to see you also. What's your
Naman is
key take home,
unmuted.
Naman?
So, Prabhuji, I learned that we only way to get, just like in the Mahabharata, Bhishma Pitama, while dying, he had said that I will die when the sun turns to the northern coast, northern side. Then only I will die. That is why. If somebody dies at that time, a very great devotee, he will certainly go back to Godhead. But if if a great devotee dies at a time when when the sun is on the southern
Yes, Naman,
side,
but that is not the key take home for today. We're talking about today's chapter. We're not talking about general stuff. What is the take home for today?
Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the only way to get
Yes, so
freedom.
let's focus day by day on what is the take home for that day, because when we collect one thing and assimilate it together, that's when we will understand the crux of the Bhagavad Gita. All right. So when we are doing a particular chapter, our focus should be on that chapter. What is the take home for that chapter? If we go digress into Mahabharata and the other things, we may lose the essence. So there is so much to learn. It's an ocean, but we are taking the key things so that if you follow those, that itself is enough. So the choice is yours, whether you want to take the long way of doing everything or you want to take the key of what Krishna is saying. All right. So let's focus on what is being told in that chapter. And we've tried to put it in such a way so that the chapters are long, all right, and they have so many verses. We're trying to, from the 700 verses, pick up the key 30, 40, 50 and narrate those to you. And from those also focus on key 8 to 10, 15 verses, which are the essence which you need to remember. All right. So yes, the key, as you said, was chant. Okay. Now, who else would want to say something and who I can see on camera?
Tanishka.
Yes, go ahead, Mataji, please. And then next is Rishabh Dev after Tanishka.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
So the today's key take home is we should chant, control our mind,
I was waiting for that. I was waiting. Everyone said chant, but before that, we have to try and control our mind because our mind is a friend and the enemy. It's up to us. Yes.
And not make it like a monkey.
Who jumps here, jumps there. Okay, very well said. Thank you, Tanishka. Rishabh Dev, go ahead.
Rishabh Dev.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Prabhuji, the key take home for me is that the do's and don'ts of chanting.
Very good. Excellent. So please tell me which are the do's that are important and which are the don'ts that are important, so that it's again a revision. Beautiful. Go ahead.
Prabhuji, some of the don'ts are that we should not chant while reading a book or watching TV.
Very good. And the do's?
And Prabhuji, then one of the do's is that it is recommended to chant while on the beads so that we can keep a count.
Yes, very good, very good. Beautiful, excellent. Okay, next we'll give a chance to Sri Radha. If you can put on your camera, better, Sri Radha. Yes, go ahead, please.
Sri Radha, you're unmuted.
What did you learn today, dear?
Hare, we learned how to control the mind.
Very nice. Okay, so that's your key take home. Very nice. So when I told you not to think about the monkey with the banana, did you manage to do that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You managed to do that. The monkey didn't come in your mind.
No, Prabhuji.
Huh? Or the monkey came?
No.
Monkey didn't come?
No, Prabhuji.
Wow, then what came to your mind for those 30, 40 seconds when I told you not to think of the monkey with the banana? Okay, chalo, no problem. Next, we'll give a chance to Ambika.
Ambika, you're unmuted.
And Gaurav Garg after that. Ambika, go ahead. Then Gaurav after that. Gaurav Garg after that.
We should focus on chanting. Chanting enlighten us, and we should not see while chanting TV, phone, mobile.
Yes. So when we're chanting, the focus has to only be on chanting. Very good. Not get distracted. Very good. Yes. Gaurav, go ahead.
Gaurav, you're unmuted.
Yes, actually, we should always chant, and we should only chant. We should not see television, not mobile, or anything
Okay.
else like, but that will distract us. So then
Perfect. So
we'll
basically
stop
distraction.
chanting, and after a point we'll stop chanting, and then it won't be nice.
So distraction free chanting. Very good. Very good. Okay. Perfect. Shirish. Next, Shirish, your take home.
Yes, Prabhuji. My take home for today's classes, we should do chanting and we should do the meditation every day.
Okay, which meditation?
Yes, Prabhuji, we should do Om.
Which one?
Om.
Om.
Yes.
Okay, so that's where did you get that? Today, I don't think we discussed saying Om. That's one of the ways of meditating, but typically what we learned is if you meditate, you can meditate on the mantra Om also, but typically the recommended mantra, we give so many scriptural references. So many scriptural references that the recommended mantra for controlling the mind, we also discussed what is mantra, all right? And the recommended mantra from various scriptures is the 16th syllable. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All right. So there were different mantras recommended in different ages, right? So the ideal mantra for this age is the Harinam. Okay. So please try and meditate on that. Okay. Who else didn't get a chance? I think we give Arnav, Pradeep Kumar. Now, tomorrow I'm going to disable the chat. There are so many unnecessary chats. Then we miss out on the important ones. Okay.
Arnav is unmuted.
Arnav, go ahead. Please.
Yes, sir. So the key takeaway is to there are benefits of chanting. So if you chant the Maha Mantra, you will get a lot, like that monkey will not be in your head. Plus, you will be peaceful, relaxed.
Perfect. Perfect. Very well said. Very well said. I think we can give some more kids a chance. 1 minute. Ved. Ved, yeah. Ved, put on your camera. And go ahead, Ved.
Sir, my camera is not working.
No problem. Go ahead then. What's your key take home?
Sir, the key take home which I learned today is that if we chant the mantra, the stress buster in the age of Kali Yuga is to chant Hare Krishna.
Yes, the stress buster itself is the mantra. It will free you from anxiety and any kind of typical fears. All right. Very well said. Very well said.
And if we conquer the mind, then the monkey will not come.
Yes, if we conquer the mind, it will become our friend. It will not be our enemy. And to conquer the mind, we need something which is more powerful, and that is the mantra. All right, which can control the mind. Okay, perfect. 1 minute. Mataji, who's next?
Vaidehi.
Vaidehi got a chance. So any other kid who hasn't got a chance today, at least. Don't worry, kids. You will all get a chance. We have many more days to go, and we'll make sure everyone gets a chance to participate. All right.
Sanskriti.
Yes. Sanskriti, and then we'll have Vibhu Sehgal.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, go ahead.
The key take home for me was the benefits of chanting and like do's and don'ts of chanting.
Yes, that's the key take home. The benefit and the do's and don'ts. Very good. Vibhu, what's your key take home?
Prabhuji, I learned what you told yoga. I don't remember the name. The 8
that Ashtanga yoga doesn't work. Ashtanga yoga doesn't work in this age. So what works?
Yeah. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra chanting.
Yes, perfect. So that is what works in this age. Absolutely right. And what else
And
did you
I
learn?
learned that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the only way to conquer our minds.
Yes, and we give so
Devotion.
many scriptural references where they have said that for this age, this is the mantra. All right?
Yes.
So we end today's class with this in our mind, that we can chant and be happy. And we learned the do's and don'ts of chanting. And we also learned that we have to make the mind our friend. And the mind can be made our friend because typically it's an enemy. It keeps wanting to do all the wrong things. It's like that naughty monkey wants to jump here and there. But we have to get it under our control, and we can do that with mantra. That's where it will become our friend. Okay, kids? So we end on that note. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, and we see you tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. We meet tomorrow.
Hari Bol, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol. Thank you, kids. See you tomorrow.